I was sort of figuring out how to say this because I'm really angered by something that keeps happening over and over again. I go into companies, mostly larger companies, but sometimes even teeny-weeny little companies, and I sort of run into these notions that people believe that absolutely anyone can test. Sometimes, and this is, I don't know why this is pervasive, and I hope that people here don't see this, but really this is starting to really get me angry. Angry! Some organizations treat testers like some sort of commodity workforce. And the more people that we get pressing keys, the more testing that gets done. And I don't necessarily buy into this, but why is it, I don't know, why people believe that anyone can test? In fact, in my experience, I find that testers use really cool, specialized skill sets. Testing involves things like thinking. Testing involves, most of all, communicating effectively. Testers have to communicate in looking at software engineering life cycles, more people than any other role that I've ever identified in a software engineering life cycle. You can actually count yourself how many people depend on your results and use your bug reports to make important decisions. A lot of communication going. It's not just a rote task. I've seen cases, and one case, I'll give a little experience report here. Tester called Fred. So Fred was appointed to be the lead tester in a major organization. It was actually a government organization in a foreign country. And he was appointed to be the lead tester because he was a guru. He was a business domain guru. I was brought in as a consultant to help them improve their testing process. And I had a chance to meet with Fred, and I talked to him at length. But before I got too deep into understanding how they practice software development and what testing meant to them, he said, "Rob, you don't have to do any more work. I'll tell you exactly what the problem is." He says, "The problem is that the developers just don't tell me where all the bugs are." Now, it is funny, right? But the darn thing is, it's sad and it's true. It's exactly what happened. And the frustration that he was facing was because of probably a lack of really understanding what a bug was. He was a domain expert. He was appointed to this role because of his wisdom. So the developers were the ones he was expecting to tell where the bugs are. Now, I think that great testers can come from a lot of different places, I think. And I want to tell the story of a great tester I met. And this, I don't know if it's the greatest tester I've ever met, but she was wonderful. Her name was Claire, and I met her in the town of, let's see, it was in Pennsylvania, Scranton, Pennsylvania. You ever hear of Scranton, Pennsylvania? Anyone from that part of the world? So I was meeting with Claire by fluke at the same hotel. I was there on business, doing some teaching at the time, and we got to talking, and she started telling me about what she did at work, and it was awesome. I mean, she got to meet with customers and look at what they really did with the system. And then she got to talk directly to the developers to discuss what the developers did, and she was correlating it. And when customers would do different things, she'd look at it, study it, and study it, and study it. And really, she wanted to see, well, what variations there are and what they really needed. And she came back with fantastic problems and bugs, issues that were really key to preventing people from doing their jobs. And so I went to her, and after this discussion, I said, "Claire, that sounds fantastic. It sounds like you're a great tester." And of course, Claire came to me and she said, "What's a tester?" Claire wasn't a tester. Claire was a trainer for Marriott Installation Services. But what she was doing was great testing. It was great testing. Great testers add value, challenge software, effectively and meaningfully communicate their findings to make a difference. And I know great testers who come from many walks of life and many places. Writers, rocket scientists, this is true, developers, help desks, all sorts of places. And I think the bottom line really is that great testers can come from anywhere. Some great testers don't even realize that they are testers. Thank you very much.